First alert weather alert day continues because of gusty conditions across the desert, and at times these wind gusts have been dangerous. I mean, we're talking about gusts in excess of 50, 60 miles per hour. Those main locations, of course, closer to the interstate. That's where we're continuing to see some of the stronger gusts even at this point. But over the last 24 hours, really from this morning through this hour, this is what we're working with in regards towards some of the strongest gusts around the Coachella Valley. But wherever you are in the desert, you are feeling the wind, and that wind will be continuing with us through the rest of tonight into early tomorrow morning. We are under a wind advisory all across the valley floor, including our local mountains and San Gorgonio Pass. This will be continuing again until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, but those winds generally weakening as we head into the overnight hours. Now, of course, the wind is problematic. Doesn't make it easy if you're trying to enjoy some time on the patio, but it also does not make it easy if you are out on the roadways. We're talking about reduced visibility from the blowing sand, the blowing dust, and then you also have to consider air quality. Is it reducing our air quality? Now, at this time, moderate conditions all across the Coachella Valley. Earlier on today, we did see some pockets of unhealthy for sensitive groups. No longer the case at this time, but still that wind is blowing, so that does have the opportunity to change up as we head into tonight. Just keep that in mind. If you do find yourself being within that sensitive group, you are going to want to limit the amount of time outside. There's more particulates being lifted up into the air. That wind will be weakening as we head into tomorrow, but for now, it's staying with us. Those gusts still 30, 35 miles per hour, primarily along the interstate. Looking ahead towards tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. Still breezy, but it's not going to be anywhere as gusty as what we are experiencing out there right now. Staying breezy even as we continue throughout the entirety of tomorrow, but again, we can handle breezy. At least it's not dealing with those very gusty conditions. The whole reason for the wind, area of low pressure, but that area is making its way to the east, and as it does so, a ridge of high pressure will be able to build behind it. Well, this means our temperatures will be on the rise later on this week, but today was a warm one, a very warm one. We had a high temperature of 99 degrees this afternoon, so tomorrow at least we are going to be catching a little bit of a break. Still 90s, sorry, but at least it is going to be the low 90s. Quick little break, keeping it breezy, partly cloudy skies. Moving through the rest of the week, the 90s stay put. A little bit of a warm up with that high pressure building in. Right now, when we're looking ahead at the weekend, things are looking fairly consistent. Not anything too active within our current 7-day forecast. Once we get beyond tonight and early tomorrow morning's wind, and then we can really just focus on the 90s and the fact that it's April, and we know that more heat is going to be on the way eventually. The news continues after the break. You're watching News Channel 3, the desert's news leader.